We Three Kings. In celebration of Lewa, I will just play that. You could sing along. I'm sure you know the Christmas carol. So we go as this. Well, today is Lewa, which is officially the last day of the Parang season, right? Today, which is the official closing of the Parang season in Trinidad and Tobago. But we are extending it to Saturday, when
Absolutely.
we view Evolución de Parranda.
Definitely. Enrico, tell me about yourself.
So I've played with all of the best people here over my 2-decade-plus tenure in the creative industry. But I love Parang. Well, I have a business called the Muzik Mansion, and I have many musical entities under the Muzik Mansion. One of them, of course, being the Parang Group, named after the Muzik Mansion. It's called La Mansion, which means the house. And if you listen to our traditional style, we mimic and we emulate the Parang of yesteryear, or the traditional Parang. I am also a trustee director of the National Parang Association of Trinidad and Tobago. So I want to shout out my new executive, the board that we have only been in power for about 5 months. NPATT is celebrating we are celebrating our Golden Jubilee. This is our 50th anniversary. So imagine having something as grand as a 50th anniversary during a pandemic. We can't have the live events because of COVID, no social gatherings. So we brought it to the people. And we immediately saw the results. From the first thing we had in celebrating Parang History Month in September, where we celebrated one of our icons, Mr. Henry Pereira, we went and did a showdown, an instrumental showdown that engaged over 70,000 people.
What I'm seeing as part of the Parang genre, and we'll talk more about the upcoming event, because that really is what we want everybody to get in on. I mean,
yes, of course, yes.
So the experience of having the shows that were available online lent connection to those of us who haven't lived at home for many years. So I've literally been away for over 50 years.
Wow. People who never listened to Parang listened. They understood the difference between a mandolin and a quattro. They understood what a maracas did and how it cuts. And it's not just shaking. It has a sound, it has a definite song, and it adds to the rhythm and the groove of Parang. The box bass, the wrongness of the box bass and the power behind it. This box had given this booming song, and it really educated a lot of people. We realized that we hit upon something by presenting this online to the people, as we couldn't do it physically, and we wanted to make sure to make it engaging for them. And the best way to do that is to make sure that your quality is up there. Quality audio, HD, quality video, and this is what we look to do. And therefore, even elevate the thinking of Parang, because they always put Parang as if, well, as old people thing, old time thing, it kind of not attractive to look at or to hear, and we want to change that.
As we embark on this new launching at the same time as the Jubilee of Parang and the whole integration, I would say, of Parang music with orchestral music, with steel pan, and with voice. It is lending the additional elevation of wonder and awe that Trinidad and Tobago constantly delivers to the world. January 8th of this year are going to enjoy this event even more.
This idea is really the brainchild of our current president, Alicia Jagasa. 40 auditionees who bought into the idea of this fusion of parang and orchestral music. You cannot have a national orchestra and not have the steel band involved. Must have steel band in there. On the 2nd of January, we were able to launch. We had 4 quattros, 3 violins, a guitar, 2 flutes, 2 tenor pans, a mandolin, a lead guitar, keyboard, tenor bass, electric bass, 6 voices, and 7 parang percussions. 7 parang percussions, equaling about 32 instruments, under the direction of master conductor, Dr. Mia Gomendi Benjamin. And it was beautiful. We are not planning for parang to be played all during the year in its natural form, in its traditional form. What we are creating, and then on top of that, there are a lot of parang songs that are not necessarily about the nacimiento, the nativity, or the annunciation, about the annunciation, about the announcement to Mary, right? There are a lot of songs that are derived from Venezuela, a lot of folk songs about birds and chickens and kittens
Rivers.
and so forth. Pajara Campania, about the sneaky devil, El Diablo Suerto, Brisas del Zulia. Rio Manzanares is not necessarily a Christmas song, it's about the Manzanares River, which is the Cumana River in Venezuela in relation to the Manzanares River in Spain. In fact, the story is that that river once flooded and killed a lot of people. So hence the story, Rio Manzanares, Deba me pasar que mi mamá es enferma, me mandó llamar. Please, river, allow me to pass, my mother is sick. Allow me to pass, please, I want to go and see her. It's an evolving of the art form for the international market. Comes at a time when we celebrate 50 years of an association. What better way, what fitting way? There's no other fitting way I can see than with the evolution, with a new and a breath of fresh air with respect to parang.
In other words, what you're saying is that the beauty and the breadth and the expression of parang must be kept sacrosanct, and that it must give this preparation, as we have always done so during the holiday time, to embrace joy and to be reminded of why we're embracing the joy.
Trinidad and Tobago, if you miss this live, La Evolución de Parranda, the evolution of parang, if you miss this show, showing at 6 o'clock our time, then you have to pray that they're going to show it again in 2023, because you're going to miss the event of a lifetime. This show not only shows, this event not only gives you the launch of the first ever national parang orchestra, you will also be entertained with performances by 10 of the relevant parang bands now. We have Alumnos de San Juan, we have Los Amigos Cantadores, we have My Banda Mansion, we have Amantes de Parranda, Voces de Promesa, we have a heritage band, a pure Venezuelan band, Venezuelans living here in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're giving it to you pure from Venezuela. Herencia Venezolana, Solo para Ti with Julio Torres, the living mandolin icon, and so many others. So you're going to be able to hear the evolution, how the parang band song now, you know, with all the musicality and everything like that. You're going to be able to hear that with the parang bands, and then hear the difference now with the orchestra, with the sound of the orchestra, the fusion of orchestral instruments and parang instruments. And Trinidad and Tobago, you're going to be proud of your National Parang Association. You're going to be proud of Sanch Electronix for bringing this out, for being able to see it, value in this, to show this at the Dubai Expo 2020. You're going to be proud of ExporTT for believing in culture and believing in exporting our identity to the world and showing us our rich talent, our vibration, our music, our love, our whole passion as a Caribbean people. You are going to miss a show of a lifetime.
I couldn't endorse what you said any more than what you've done with the enthusiasm, the passion, the whole vibration. If our audiences locally to Trinidad and Tobago, along with our fellow Venezuela, our Spanish-speaking neighbors, Venezuela, all of the Latin Americas, this would be, again, a welcome treat to audiences throughout the world. It's more than what the microcosm of a small island of 1.5 million or so people. It is the expansion of what music can do to bring healing harmony. And I think that's what we're going to truly enjoy this coming Saturday on the 8th. If you don't have tickets, all the information is posted in our videos with the links, or if you are able to use your devices, you can scan the QR code and download your tickets also.
Yes.
Enrico, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I want to say one more thing to all our local parang lovers who may not have devices and going by family and or who wants help to be able to see the show. You can call us at 868-784-0248 or 868-678-9475, and we will help you purchase your online tickets to view the show. So do come, because you know what? When in time you see UNPATT performing in Latin festivals around the world, or we're bringing people down here and you hear this great song and we become one of the best orchestras in the Caribbean, you're going to say, wow, I should have seen the launch. I should have seen the evolution of Parang when it was at the Dubai Expo, when it was on Vimeo. So don't wish it, be a part. Come and join us on Saturday for the evolution of Parang. Hiya.
Viva la parranda.
Viva la parranda. Thank you very much, Grace, for having me on the show.
You ExporTT in collaboration with Sanch Electronix for bringing us all together to do this. So thank you to all the sponsors who have been behind all of this also. But more importantly, also thank you to all of the artists and for what you've done to create such cultural magic for the world to enjoy. So I can't say thank you enough. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to Saturday and for all of what comes in the future too.